Hello guys, and welcome to the DCS MB-339 weapon employment suggestion. I did some tests and I got some configuration. Let's try some weapon. First configuration gonna be with the Mark 82 low drag. I suggested a pressure of 90 using the base of the pipper as a reference. As the depression is a little bugged on the gun sight, you set the 900, but it's in fact a 90. The dive angle be 30 degrees and the deployment height is 1000 feet AGL. So let's try again. Let's move to the range and let's expedite this thing. This is a wonderful model, and so we got to the range. The depression is set. I set up a range on south of the Batumi River. Several targets there, and you can see. And let's set up the bomb first. So I have the pods there, and I'm gonna select the mass arm on, select the bomb position. Good reveal dive angle 30 degrees, the pressure 90 mils. We're using the base of this circle of the pipper as a reference, just because the set is bugged. Use the speed 300 knots for all employments and 1000 feet AGL for the launch. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the edge a little bit over, let the nose drop, looking for the reference line for 30 degrees, and I started to align of the targets. So you see the artificial horizon 30. I'm gonna work the speed for 300 knots. It's very important to keep a good speed there. Base of the pipper, release, recover, and let's check it out. So it was right on the dot. So that's the suggestion for the Mark 82. The next weapon we have here is the rocket armor piercing incendiary and high explosive incendiary. The angle is a little bit shallower than the previous one, just 20 degrees. Same speeds, same height, but the depression now is much less, 150 set up on the gun sight, which is around 15 mils under pressure. They're gonna fix it pretty soon. I do like this model, it's pretty fun, it's for free. The guys from Italy and the Virtuali Frecce Tricolori did a great job. I strongly recommend to have some fun. It's a good way to get into the jet. Brazil had some air mark planes in here, like the 326, we call it Chavante in Brazil, and now have the A1 AMX, that's a fighter bomber. Italy still has it as well. 30 years already on the line of duty. So let's dive. Let's get to the last target here. I'm diving with a good setup. I'm a little bit steeper, but let's try to recover to 20 degrees, and let's do for a good alignment. Waiting for the height, release, pull up, and check for the target, or at least the smoke. Yeah, we have some sun coming up. It was right on the morning. We can do another one just for the sake of it. Let's review it. It was a little bit steeper than I'd like to, so let's do it again. Remember, 20 degrees for the API, HEI, and same setup, 300 knots and 1000 feet to launch height. Let's get to the first target here. So I got a better angle now, speed's working, around the 10-20 knots offset of the speed's not much, and now it's much better. You see it goes right on the money, so it was a good setup there. And let's go for now the AN M3 gun pod. It's basically a 0.50, and let's go for it. The depression is new, 0, so it's a straight line, and the 20 degrees dive angle, 300 knots, is going to be very, very precise. They don't have a good, very big drop launch at these heights. So waiting for the 1000, I'm going to put the pipper on the target, and it's gone. You see, far away, no ricochet and no nothing, so it's good. That's the first 3 weapons that we can set up. Let's go for this configuration with the Matra, Zuni, and the DFA Canon. Of course, don't worry about writing down the settings down in the end. I have a good table that can copy. I pause the video on that and copy. Seguindo em português for my Brazilian fellows. Abraço para meus amigos brasileiros. So, let's go first for the Zuni rocket. It's a very heavy rocket to set the pressure to 30, so 300 on the gun side for now until they fix it, but it's around the 30 mils on the depression. Same setup, 20 degrees dive angle and 300 knots, 1000 feet HL launch, and the depression is there. I'm gonna put the pipper right on the target. This is a very heavy rocket, very powerful. So got to the range, good setup on the left side of the windshield, put on the edge, let the nose drop to 20 degrees, and let's align it with the first target on the margin there. So the angle is pretty good, the speed is accelerated to 300 knots. It's a good ballistic. Of course you can set up for any speed, but you have to create a table for that. And waiting for the height, 1000 go, and it's right there. Release, pull up. Let's see the impact. It was very good, right on the money as well, and it's smoking, so it's gone. Of course you can create that table as I said, but then you have to run a flight test campaign. So now let's test the Matra. Matra is a much lighter rocket. That's the point pod there. I'm gonna jetson the other pods, and let's go for the Matra. Matra, the pressure is only 10 mils. Same setup, 20 degrees, 300 knots, 1000 feet HL, but the depression is only 10 mils. So I can see the targets. Let's dive for it. Same drill. I just put on the edge, let the nose drop to 20 degrees negative, and there's a good horizon line there on the 20 degrees dive mark, so it's good. 300 knots, work on the engine, and put the engine on idle, and use the spoiler speed brakes if necessary. 1000 feet, attention, release, on the money. I even delayed the recovery so you can see the target being exploded. So it's quite precise, and it's a good setup. And now let's go for the DFA cannon. It's the same drill of the AN M3 gun pod. So it's 0 degree mils, and just set it up to 0, and good, selected the pods, and off we go. Let's accelerate a little bit to position ourselves to the range. Now it's good. Let's drive for it. So it's a good cannon, very powerful as well, 30 millimeters or so. I think so. It's 30. I'm not sure. You can put on the comments if you know it. I'm gonna look later for sure. But let's go. I'm a little bit steeper and accelerating. Let's recover a little bit. So it's good enough. Doesn't have much of a drop, and 1000 feet. And now, good. It's gone. Let's check for the damage. Even got a nice explosion, isn't it? So this is the recommendations for the weapon employment. And now you can pause this video and check the table, and you can see the table with all the values there. And thank you very much for watching this small video. It's just a suggestion. As I said, you can create a table for that. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you, our friends from Frecce Tricolori, and all the guys from Italy. Tricolori, Frecce Tricolori amici, grazie mille per il tuo lavoro e per il modo eccellente e divertente. Un grande abbraccio del Brasil. And thank you for you all guys, and thank you for watching. All the best.